All right, a quick disclaimer. This collection of Google Ads guides is content that I produced from 2018 to 2021. Some of it you can still apply. Some of it is slightly outdated due to interface changes in Google Ads and Google Analytics, and some of it is an archive of how Google Ads worked previously. The first several dozen videos will be released for free on YouTube. The rest you can get instant access to, including the scripts, keyword lists, and files using the link in the description. I'm working on sharing all of my knowledge with you on advanced Google Ads marketing after being in this game for over 12 years. So if you like this content, make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell. Leonidas here, and let's begin.
All right, what's up? It's Leonidas here, and now we're going to basically cover one of the most important tools for finding new, highly non-competitive keywords. So basically keywords that not everyone is bidding on for your particular niche. Now, originally I made the video when I first introduced the course, and the tool itself has modified, has changed slightly. So basically, when I first released the video, you needed to use hide my ass to hide your what you were doing on Google, but now you don't need that anymore. And Google actually allows this form of scraping that I'm going to teach you how to do. Okay, so in the original video as well, I taught you how to make a calm wave campaign. Now I'm actually going to teach you how to make an actual campaign that I made a ton of money from, and it's a lawyer campaign. Okay, so as you saw in one of my previous videos, I like to reiterate the lawyer campaign because the lawyer niche is very competitive, but there are ways around getting good keywords for yourself. Now, keep in mind, and please listen to this, don't try to run this lawyer campaign because it is going to be very competitive. I really recommend that you find a niche that not everyone is running, especially with this video, because keep in mind, as soon as you watch it, 100 other people are going to watch it as well. So find another niche to run it in, but I'm going to teach you how to use this tool regardless. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make a lawyer campaign anyways. So let's begin. First thing you need to do is you need to download the scraper. So the scraper is called Management.ware. You can click on the link below the video itself. Once you get into the tool, okay, it looks like this. And let's just go straight into the details. We want to go into search, settings. We want to go up here, duplicates check, and we want to check for company name duplicates and for telephone duplicates. Okay, so this will basically filter out any double entries once we start scraping. So you won't see, let's say, for example, Best Buy or Walmart listed 10 times in your list. So it's actually going to be filtered out right away. Okay, so and then we need to go into network. Now, previously, Google didn't allow this form of scraping, but now they allow it because they know people are going to do it anyway. So what we want to do is we want to click here to get our own Google Places Map API. And basically, it should open up this screen or perhaps a login screen or whatever else you basically need to create. You basically need to create a Google account for this. And then what you need to do is you need to click up here and you need to select this option here. You're going to create a new project. So go ahead and create a project. Your project will be named, doesn't really matter, Management.ware Scrape API 1. Okay. And what this allows you to do is it allows you to create, there is a limit on how much you could scrape per day. It's about 150,000 once you plug in your billing information. So you can still scrape 150,000 for free. So the one indicates that this is our first API. So once 150,000 is finished, you can continue making more and more and more and continue scraping like that for free the whole day. Okay, so we'll hit create and then we'll hit manage. Okay, and very simply, you can go into credentials here, and that is your API key. Just select that, right click, copy, go back to your tool, right click, paste. Okay, so another thing to keep in mind is if you go to the dashboard here, and then you click on the API down here, you can go into quotas. Okay, and you can see that your quota limit is right here, right down here. You get 100,000 for free. Now, because I plugged in my billing information, so you can actually just do that setting on your own, Google will guide you. Once you plug in your billing information, you get a limit of 150,000 for free per API key. Okay. So anyways, let's go back to our tool. Okay. Daily quota, we'll do 150,000. There we go, because we only have one API key. But if you plug in more, you'll get more. So click OK. And very, very simply, all we have to do is we can just type in lawyer. So let's do something simple. Divorce lawyer. Okay. There we go. So next, just go ahead and hit add locations. And we'll just start with New York. Okay. There we go. And add all. Very simple. All right. So now our city and the state is uploaded. So this is how the tool itself recognizes locations. Obviously, you can select whichever country, etc., etc. So if you are not necessarily an affiliate advertiser, maybe you want to run this tool for a specific business in a different country, let's say Philippines, Belarus, South Africa, whatever, then this is how you basically plug in the locations. Okay, and that's all you have to do. Then go ahead and click start, and the process begins. What you'll notice is that the tool itself also removes duplicates along the way. So right now I'm going to pause this video, and once this is complete for the 250 entries, I will take you through. All right, so if you decided to run the tool exactly as I did, what you'll notice is that a lot of duplicates came up, and these duplicates do count as part of your quota. Okay, and this is the reason for that is that anytime the tool searches, let's say for example in Alcove, New York, okay, it gives you, let's say, 100 entries, and then in Altamont, New York, for example, let's say 50% of the same entries show up, so then they end up being duplicates. Now this ends up wasting your quota. Okay, so the best course of action can actually also be to simply type in New York State. Okay, this works as well, and this will actually limit the amount of duplicates that show up within your tool as well, so it uses less of your quota. All right, so now that we have our entries, what we want to do is we want to remove some of these columns because they are completely unnecessary. So what we'll do is we will right click, okay, and remove this column. We don't need the city. We'll keep the, or we don't need the address. We'll keep the city, the zip code, the state. We'll switch those two around. We don't need the telephone number, unless of course you're cold calling or robot calling, which could be illegal in depending on which country you live in. And then the website, you can actually keep that for later. We'll remove this column. Remove. Okay, that's the keyword, search location. Remove this column. Remove. And there we go. So this is our entry. Now in the previous video that I released, you can rewatch it just to see any additional pointers that I have missed. I didn't indicate on how to import these. Okay, so let's go ahead and import these entries into an Excel table, and I'll end it there because you pretty much should know by now how to import Excel tables into your AdWords editor. Okay, so we'll do a Control A. So now what you'll do is you'll do a Control C to copy, and we'll open up Excel. And within your Excel table, all you have to do is do a Control C and paste. Okay, so this is all assuming that you're using a Windows device, but it's basically copy paste. That's all you need to do. And then we'll hit at the top here, table, insert. Okay, so we can see all of our information. Now, how do we import all this stuff? We need to actually filter a lot of this garbage out, like PLC, PC, all this stuff, because it won't be accepted into the AdWords editor. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to do a Control Shift down to select the rows, Control C to copy, and we'll make a new sheet down here. Okay, we'll select this particular column and row. We'll do Control V. Let's do that again. Control C, and then Control V to paste. Okay, then we want to do is we want to do campaign, and then add group, and then keyword. Okay, we'll select that, do table, insert. We'll do divorce law Google scrape. Okay, so you know exactly how you got these keywords, and the keyword will be simply the same thing here, and we'll right click downwards. Okay, so now what we want to do is we need to remove all of these commas and all of these LLPs. Okay, so first thing we'll do is we'll do Control F and replace anything that has LLP. Okay, and then LLC. Actually, let's do a Control Z to undo those because some of these actually have PLLC, PLLP. So this is you basically fixing up the list. So PLLC, let's remove that, and then LLC, and then we can also do P.C, and then we can do PC. That takes it out, and then we can do remove any colons, and then semicolons, and then we should remove commas as well. Okay, so that takes out the commas. And we'll do a quick scan. We still have LLP. Okay. ESQ as well, so we'll do that with the period. And then we can also do it without the period. And for the most part, this should have cleaned our list. Okay. Oh, one other thing, we could also do the law offices of whatever. So the law offices of space. Okay. All right, so now that our keywords are ready, okay, you'll notice that some of these are just names. Okay, so what we want to do is we actually will append the keyword law to the end of them to make sure that Google understands that this is a law-related keyword. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to select our keywords here. We'll do right-click, copy. We'll open up the editor. All right, so now that we are inside our editor, let's go ahead and create a new campaign. So we'll do add campaign. Actually, you can just go into keywords here and then make multiple changes. We'll select our campaign here, add group here, keyword here. We'll do right click, paste. Okay, so AdWords knows how to add it into our editor. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit process. And finish and review changes. There we go. Now what we want to do is we want to go into our campaign. Let's just do a quick setup. So budget, we'll do, I don't know, $10. This is just so you know how to set this up. Standard, accelerated people, in my target location only. Desktop, -100. Mobile is fine. Tablet, -100. And enable enhanced CPC, it's irrelevant. Okay. Location, we don't want United States. We can actually just delete that and we can add a new location, New York. State. Let's see what it finds here. So check location. There we go. So it knows that it's a state that you indicated and it's the state of New York. All right, so now go into our ad groups tab on the side here. We'll do Control A to select all of the ad groups. And what we want to do is we want to add a maximum bid. So we'll do 0.5 to start. Okay, now this is really low bid for lawyers, but once again, I don't recommend that you make the lawyers campaign because it is extremely competitive and you, along with everyone else who's going to watch this video, is going to make this campaign. But this is for your learning purposes. So there we go. And then what we want to do is we want to go into our keywords. Now the problem is that some of these keywords do not have the keyword law on them. So for example, there's going to be something really generic in here like like the keyword Carter. I saw that earlier. Well, it doesn't really matter. I mean, for example, let's say there's a Cusack Michael somewhere that's completely unrelated to law. Google's gonna still bid on this keyword regardless, and your ad might show up for something completely irrelevant. So what we want to do is we want to filter the keywords that do not have the keyword law, and we're going to add the keyword law to them. So let's do a filter and keyword, and does not contain any of law or attorney. Okay, so none of these have the word law or attorney in them. Although mediation and associates could imply attorney. But nonetheless, just for simplification, we're going to select all of those, and we're going to right click, and we're going to append text. And then after the text, do simply space and law. There we go. And append. There we go. Finished. Now, as you can see, one of the keywords has too many keywords. So, Case, Blackmore, Malone. This one's way too long. So we can just, I guess we can just slim this down to that. Okay. This could be a popular keyword. It could not be. Who knows? But we'll just fix it up like this. And then next up, what you want to do. So everything is good to go there. Go ahead and make your ads. I won't go into detail in this video because it's already getting pretty long. But next, what you want to do is you want to upload. So let's do a quick upload. And as you can see, there's still one error somewhere here. Okay, so invalid text. So what this implies is that we need to fix something in here. So let's just try that. All right, great. So now that's accepted. Now let's go ahead and get recent changes and see what AdWords decided for us. If there's any particular errors with the account itself. Okay, looks like it's good. So that is your campaign for lawyers. Okay, now keep in mind that each campaign only has a limit of 10,000 keywords per ad group. So I will probably either show you that in another video or have to make a, well, yeah. So keep in mind, a campaign has a limit of 10,000 ad groups. So if you're doing a one keyword per ad group strategy, you're going to have to make multiple campaigns, and each campaign can only have a maximum of 10,000 ad groups or keywords. Okay, so that's basically how you use this tool. Now there's a bunch of niches you could use this for, but what I really recommend is that you also bid really low when you start. Okay, and that because you will get a lot of garbage keywords, so you need to be really careful. Okay, so always start with a really low bid and see what kind of keywords end up showing up for impressions, and then also look at your keyword search terms as well to see what kind of keywords are showing up before you end up basically blowing through your budget. Okay, so Leonidas here. I hope that helped you with this video, and I will definitely show you how to expand on these ideas in the next future videos. Okay, so I will see you in the next videos. Salute.